Assalamu alaikum, grade 7s. Good day. Today we're going to be doing the concept vocabulary and looking at some possible sentences that you have helped me form today. And we can also reflect on that and we can see how we could correct it more grammatically, etc., or how we can up-level those sentences using the vocab and to further uh, deepen our understanding of how to use them in sentences. So the first word we have is ruthless, and we came across this in the literature that we did. So yeah, so ruthless is having or showing no pity or compassion for others. Okay, so that's the definition of ruthless. When someone does not show any pity, they're not very kind in their nature and they don't show any compassion for others. Okay, they are ruthless. They don't consider other people's emotions. So today we looked at a few sentences and I would like us to reflect on it. So a few of you gave these sentences. It says, in football everyone is ruthless. Yes, we could use that in an example sentence, okay, because it shows the character of the footballer when playing. He's playing very aggressively, for example, so he's ruthless. And then the next sentence was, that man was ruthless because he threw his possessions in the rubbish. Okay? And then the next one was, the soldier was ruthless in his behavior towards the citizens. So those were some of the example sentences. Okay? So over here, I'm quite happy with what we've done regarding those sentences. Right, the next one. The next vocabulary word was bitterness. And bitterness means anger and disappointment at being treated unfairly and also feeling resentment. Now, bitterness could also mean how something tastes, okay? But in the context that we read it in the literature, in the story from Grapes of Wrath, uh, bitterness actually means anger and disappointment at being treated unfairly. When some of the people who lived on the farm, they felt that they were being treated unfairly when they had to sell their possessions for so cheap, and they felt a sense of bitterness. Okay, and then the sentence that was given for this vocabulary word bitterness was, the man felt bitterness because the government didn't pay him his salary. So the man felt anger, he felt disappointment. That is what it means. And here's a nice quote that we could apply to our lives as well. Bitterness and love can't live together in the same heart. Each day we must decide which one gets to stay. Okay, so again here we have words that help us to understand bitterness more. Bitterness and love can't live together. Okay, so bitterness isn't love, it's the opposite. Okay, they can't live together in the same heart, and each day we must decide which one gets to stay. So that's a nice proverb for life. Right, the next vocabulary word was toil. And here, toil, the definition of toil is to work extremely hard or incessantly, okay, to continue working, all right? So that's what toil means, to work extremely hard. And the example sentence that was given today, it says here, being a soldier requires for someone to toil, okay? So it requires for someone to work very hard, right? So you could screenshot some of these vocabulary words and sentences as we go along. The next word was sorrow. And sorrow is a feeling of deep distress caused by loss, disappointment, or other misfortune suffered by oneself or others. So the people on this place that moved to California, okay, that lost their farm and all their possessions, they felt deep sorrow. They felt a deep distress because they lost all their possessions. They were disappointed. Okay, they were unlucky, misfortune. Okay, so the sentence here says, the sorrowful man felt bad. So we used sorrow in another context, okay, to describe this man, how he felt. He felt sorrowful. Okay, he was a sorrowful man. He was in deep distress because of the loss. Here, the next word was doomed. Doomed means likely to have an unfortunate or unlucky and inescapable outcome, ill-fated. Okay, so doomed is ill fate, it's bad luck, misfortune. Okay, you're very unlucky, you can't escape it because you're doomed. Okay, it says you're unlucky and inescapable outcome when you are doomed. And the sentence that Saban gave was, China is doomed because America shot a nuclear bomb on them. Okay, so that was also the next example sentence. And then we moved on, and the next word was frantically. Okay, that's how we pronounce the word. In a hurried, excited, or disorganized manner. All right, frantically, in a hurried, excited, or disorganized manner. And the sentence that was given for this word was, everyone is running frantically to get more toilet paper. Okay, so that's our vocabulary for today, grade sevens. And I'd like you to also try and practice using them more in sentences and understanding the definitions of the words as well. Okay. Good day, grade seven. Assalamu alaikum.